The results show up years from now, in the person you see in the mirror. Will you recognize who you've become?
Each choice is a vote for your future self. Are you voting for strength and growth or for regret and comfort?
Imagine every choice as a seed, quietly growing, shaping who you become. It's not the big moments, but the small, everyday decisions that define us.
Have you ever thought about how one small choice can change everything? Just one decision, so easy to overlook. We make thousands of these every day, most without a second thought. But what if each one sends a ripple into your future?
The power to change is yours every single day. What are you building? A masterpiece or a shelter of comfort? Your future self is waiting for your answer. Choose wisely.
You can always pick up a new brick and start building differently.
Your life is a structure you build, brick by brick, with your choices. Some days you build with care, other days with distraction. Those careless days add up, creating weak spots in your foundation. The life you live tomorrow is built by the choices you make today. Every meal, every word, every thought, each one matters. Are your routines building a prison or a palace? The blueprint is in your hands. It always has been.
The small, repeated choices are the most powerful. They reveal who you are when no one's watching.
Habits aren't neutral. They build you up or break you down.
Do you start with intention or with distraction? Every habit is a declaration. Comfort or purpose, procrastination or progress.
Your routine is the silent architect of your life. The first hour of your day sets the tone for everything that follows. Your attention is precious. Spend it wisely. Unfollow what makes you feel small. Seek out what helps you grow. Feed your mind with wisdom and inspiration. A healthy mental diet builds a strong, resilient mind. Make your mind your greatest ally.
You can't plant negativity and expect to harvest joy.
We watch what we eat, but what about what we feed our minds? Every day you choose what information to let in. Is it lifting you up or dragging you down? Your mind is a garden. The content you consume are the seeds. Your future self is listening. Be your own champion. It starts with a single kind word.
The words you choose shape your actions and your life.
Self-compassion is the foundation of real change.
It feels strange at first, but it's a choice, a new seed planted.
What if you chose kindness instead?
Every negative thought is a brick in a prison of self-doubt.
We mistake this voice for truth, but it's just a habit.
Too often it's a voice of criticism and doubt.
Your self-talk is the story you tell yourself, every day. Michael's story is a quiet tragedy, a masterpiece lost to the echo of regret. Don't let tomorrow steal your dreams.
One day I woke up and saw a stranger in the mirror. The book was never written, the dream was gone.
Each small choice built a wall between who he was and who he could have been.
I chose comfort over passion, distraction over creation.
The years passed and his dream faded into silence.
I wanted to write a book, but life got in the way. Tomorrow became my favorite word, always tomorrow, never today.
Michael had dreams just like you.
I stopped seeing my comfort as a cage. I gave up on the man I could have been and convinced myself that the man in the mirror was all I was ever meant to be. I was living, but I was no longer alive.
This is the most dangerous stage of regret. It is when you begin to mistake your prison for a sanctuary, when you start to defend the walls that hold you captive.
At first, the guilt was sharp. But over time, even the guilt softened. My mind began to protect me from the pain of my own inaction. I started to believe my own excuses.
The dream didn't die a dramatic death. It faded slowly. It was a slow, quiet erosion of the spirit.
I was trading my life's grandest ambition for a series of fleeting, forgettable pleasures. I was selling my future for the cheap currency of the present moment.
The prison wasn't built in a day. It was assembled through 1,000 tiny surrenders.
This voice sounded reasonable. It sounded like self-care. But it was a trap. It was the architect of my regret, building a prison of comfort brick by brick, using logic as its mortar.
Now listen to the voice he heard inside, the one that justified every choice. It's a voice many of us know well. It's the voice of rationalization, the siren song of procrastination. Now let me tell you about Maya. She lived under a heavy sky of her own making, trapped in a cycle of shame. The idea of transformation felt like an impossible mountain to climb.
One rainy Tuesday, something shifted. It was a quiet moment of clarity. She realized she had two choices, drown in hopelessness or do one thing, just one.
She put on her old running shoes and simply walked to the end of her street, and back. But when she walked back through her front door, something inside her felt different. She had chosen action over despair.
That single choice was a seed. The next day, she did it again. then walked a little further. Each choice was a brick, laid with intention day after day.
Michael and Maya stand as two paths, two echoes. One is a story of regret, a testament to the slow poison of comfort and procrastination. The other is a story of transformation, a testament to the incredible power of a single, intentional choice. Their stories are not just stories, they are a mirror. They ask us a profound and life-altering question. Which path are you on right now? Which story are you writing with the choices you are making today? Because every day, you choose which echo you will leave behind.
After a year, Maya was a different person. Not just on the outside, but on the inside, where it mattered most. She looked in the mirror and saw a friend staring back at her. She saw strength. She saw resilience. She saw a woman who had kept the promises she made to herself. The mountain that once seemed impossible was now beneath her feet. She hadn't conquered it with one giant leap. She had conquered it by choosing to take one small single step over and over and over again. Her life had become a testament to the power of consistent daily choices.
With more energy from her movement and better nutrition, she had more mental clarity. With more clarity, she made better decisions at work. With better decisions, her confidence grew. It was a symphony of small victories, each note building on the last, creating a powerful melody of transformation. She wasn't just losing weight. She was shedding the person she used to be.
If she ate a cookie, she didn't write off the whole day. She simply made sure her next choice was a better one. She learned to forgive herself, to get back up, and to take the next step. Her progress wasn't a straight line to the top. It was a messy, human, beautiful climb. The small choices began to compound. The daily walks turned into jogs. The single glass of water became a habit of hydration. The single page of a book became a chapter. Each action sent a ripple of positive change through her life.
Maya's journey was not a highlight reel. There were days she stumbled. There were moments she wanted to quit when the old voice of self-doubt grew loud again. But she had learned a powerful secret. She had learned not to let one poor choice derail her entire journey. This isn't just poetry or philosophy, it is science. Deep within the intricate wiring of your brain, a remarkable process is constantly at work. It's called neuroplasticity. For centuries, we believed the brain was fixed, that by the time we reached adulthood, the person we were was essentially set in stone. But neuroscience has shown us something incredible. It has revealed that your brain is not rigid. It is malleable. It is like clay, constantly being reshaped and remolded by your thoughts, your actions, and your experiences. Every single choice you make physically alters the structure of your brain.
You are not fighting against a fixed identity. You are simply rerouting traffic. Every time you resist an old negative habit and make a new positive choice, you are weakening the old neural pathway and strengthening a new one. You are letting the old road become overgrown while you pave a new one. As the philosopher Aristotle said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. You are literally, physically building the brain of your future self with every choice you make today. Think of your brain as a dense, untamed forest. When you learn a new skill or make a new choice, you are forging a new path through that wilderness. The first time is difficult. You have to push through the undergrowth. The path is unclear and it requires immense effort and concentration. This is your brain forming a new neural connection. It's weak at first, just a faint trail in the dirt. But if you walk that same path again the next day and the day after that, the trail becomes clearer. The branches are pushed back, the ground becomes more solid.
With repetition, that faint trail transforms into a well-worn path. Eventually, it becomes a wide, paved road. It becomes a habit. The action that once required so much conscious effort now becomes automatic, effortless. This is how habits are formed, both good and bad. The choice to scroll on your phone has carved a superhighway in your brain. The choice to procrastinate is a familiar, comfortable route. Your brain, in its quest for efficiency, will always prefer to take the path of least resistance. It will always default to the roads you have already built. This is why change is so hard, but also why it is so possible.
Your future is determined by the quiet, consistent discipline of your daily choices.
This works in reverse as well. A series of poor choices will lead you to a destination you never intended to reach. Over years, these tiny deviations compound.
Your small daily choices are that extra 2%. They seem insignificant in the moment, but they eventually fill the entire bucket.
Over months, the difference would become undeniable. Imagine you have two plants. It would be flourishing, reaching its full potential, while the other remains a shadow of what it could be.
As James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, explains, the power lies in tiny gains. It's a quiet, slow, but unstoppable force.
Will you continue to live on autopilot? Or will you take the helm and start making conscious, deliberate choices? Your future is a blank canvas. Today, you will pick up a brush.
The alternative is a scattered, chaotic collection of dots. The science and the wisdom of the ages have already confirmed that your choices are the only things that matter.
Every intentional choice is a dot placed with purpose. These are the dots that will form a beautiful and coherent image, revealing a life lived with intention.
You may not see the full picture yet.
You can only connect the dots looking backwards.
Epictetus taught that we cannot control what happens to us, but we can always control how we respond. This is the ultimate freedom.
It is a reality that is chosen, one small decision at a time.
It is the quiet suffering of knowing you were made for more, that you settled for less.
The alternative is to leave the canvas blank, to let the song die in your throat.
Creating that masterpiece requires you to show up when you are tired, to face your fears.
We are all born with a masterpiece inside of us, a unique gift, a song that only we can sing.
Each choice to delay feels like a small, harmless thing, but these compromises accumulate. One day you wake up to find that you have traded the vibrant landscape of your potential for a small, gray, comfortable room.
This is the true tragedy of a life lived on autopilot.
This ghost whispers, haunting you in the quiet moments, asking, why not me?
The heaviest thing you will ever carry is the weight of your wasted potential. Let that anger become your fuel. Let it be the force that finally makes you turn the knob. The pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret, that lasts for a lifetime.
It is time to get angry at that voice for the life it is stealing from you, for the dreams it is trying to bury.
Every moment you listen to that voice, you are choosing the echo of what could be over the symphony of what is.
Your comfort is betraying you. Your procrastination is a thief, stealing your future one day at a time. That voice is the gatekeeper of your regret. It is building you a prison and convincing you that it is a safe house.
But the truth is, the door is not locked. It never has been, and all it has ever required is for you to choose to turn it.
But we are afraid to turn the knob. We're afraid of the effort, the struggle, the possibility of failure. Now listen, that is the sound of an unopened door.
Let go of the weight of your past. Forgive yourself. Thank them for the lessons. Let them go. You cannot build a new future if you are still carrying the blueprints of your past. Your new life is going to cost you your old one, your old habits, your old excuses, your old way of thinking. But what you will gain is immeasurably more valuable.
It's the power to begin again. Right now. It is never too late. Your future is a reality you are creating in the present. The only time you have is now. This moment is the only point of power you will ever have. It is sacred. It is everything.
What you do with that light is the only thing that matters now. Or will you rise to meet it? Will you stand in its warmth and make a new promise to yourself? This is the daily choice. It is the fundamental decision upon which all other decisions are built, to honor the promise of the sunrise. Your past does not have to be a life sentence. It can be a lesson. It can be the fuel that drives you forward. The sun will rise. The question is, will you rise with it?
There are two roads diverging in a wood, and you stand at the crossroads. Every single day is a new crossroads. Look outside. It is a silent, magnificent declaration from the universe that you have been given another chance.
Your life is not a movie where a hero will come and save you. You are the hero. You are the one you have been waiting for. So choose wisely. Choose with intention. Choose as if your entire future depends on this single moment, because in a way, it does. This moment is the only one where you can act. This moment is where your future is being born. Build a life your future self will be proud of. Build a character that is strong, resilient, and compassionate. Build a legacy of discipline and purpose. The pen is in your hand. The page is blank. Write a story worth reading. Write a life worth living.
Do not wait for a sign. Do not wait for motivation to strike you like a bolt of lightning. Motivation is not a cause. It is an effect. It is the child of action, not the parent. The only way to feel motivated is to start. Take one small action. The momentum from that action will create the next wave of motivation. You must be the one to push the first domino. You must be the one to initiate the cycle.
Forget everything you have been told about destiny. Forget the notion that your life is a pre-written story, that your fate is sealed by the stars or by the circumstances of your birth. That is the most dangerous lie ever told. because it absolves you of responsibility. It gives you permission to be a passive passenger in your own life, carried along by currents you believe you cannot control. It is time to reclaim your power. It is time to understand the profound and terrifying truth. You are the author. You are the one holding the pen. Your future is not written in the stars. It is written in your habits. It is etched into your soul by the choices you make in the quiet, mundane moments of your daily life. It is written in the food you eat, the books you read, the thoughts you entertain, and the words you speak to yourself in the mirror. It is written in the decision to get up or to give up, to learn or to languish, to create or to consume. Every single day you are writing a new page of your life story. The question is, are you writing a tragedy or a masterpiece?
This is not about perfection. It is about intention. It is about proving to yourself that you are no longer a passive observer of your life. You are an active participant. You are in control. That one small choice is your declaration of independence from the tyranny of your old habits. It is your first step out of the prison of someday. It is the first brick you lay for a new, magnificent future. Hold on to that feeling of empowerment. That is the feeling of you taking back your life. If this touched you, don't just keep it to yourself. Share it. Talk about it. Become a source of this light for someone else who might be lost in the dark. But most importantly, live it. Reflect on your choices. Take ownership of your days. Become the person your future self will look back on and thank. Become the architect of a life that inspires you. Your future is not a dream. It is a construction project. Pick up your tools. The work starts now.
This is the moment of truth. You have listened. You have reflected. Perhaps something inside of you has been stirred. A flicker of recognition, a spark of hope. Do not let that feeling fade. Do not let it be a fleeting moment of inspiration that gets washed away by the tide of your routine. You must honor it. You must act on it. If this message has touched you, your journey does not end when this video fades to black. It begins. This is your call to action. Not a call to change your entire life overnight, but a call to make one choice. Right now, I want you to stop. Don't scroll to the next video. Don't get lost in the noise. Just be still for 60 seconds. And in that stillness, I want you to decide on one thing. Just one small concrete choice you will make today to honor the person you want to become. Maybe it's putting on your shoes and going for that 10-minute walk. Maybe it's drinking a glass of water instead of a soda. Maybe it's writing one paragraph. Maybe it's closing your laptop and being truly present with your family. Choose one thing. Make it small. Make it achievable.